Good morning, dear students. In the last class, we have started exercise 6.2 and we have completed till question number 4. In this exercise, especially we used what? Basic proportional theorem and converse of basic proportionality theorem. Now, I am going to start today's class. Today we are going to continue exercise 6.2 from question number 5. Question number 5, in figure 6.20, the figure number is 6.20, it is given in the book. D parallel to what? OQ and DF parallel to OR. You can see here, this is D, okay? DE parallel to OQ and DF parallel to OR. So that EF parallel to QR. You have to prove this line, EF parallel to QR. Okay. In triangle POQ, see POQ, this triangle POQ, you can see clearly D is parallel to what? OQ. If D is parallel to OQ, then you can use what? BPT, yes or no? So using BPT, P by EQ is equal to PD by DO. Clear? This is number 1. Similarly, in triangle POR, you are getting DF parallel to what? OR. So here also you can use what? BPT. So using BPT, you can write PD by DO or PF by FR. Which one you want to take first? You can take, no problem. So I am taking this one. PF by FR is equal to PD by DO. Okay. Now see, from 1 and 2. 1 you are getting P by EQ is equal to PD by DO. 2 you are getting PF by FR is equal to PD by DO. If you compare both of this, means from 1 and 2 you will get P by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Okay. Now see, you are getting P by EQ is equal to PF by FR. If you see triangle PQR, then it is clear that in triangle PQR, side EF, so line EF is parallel to QR, and this line divided the two sides PQ and PR in the same ratio, that is P by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So since the ratios are equal, then that means what? You can use converse of BPT. Using converse of basic proportionality theorem or BPT in triangle PQR, you can write EF parallel to QR. Understood? So we got the final result. Means we need to prove EF by QR, so we got EF by QR proved. Clear? Next, question number 7. Using theorem 6.1, prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisects the third side. Recall that you have proved it in class 9. See, here maybe you do not understand this question clearly. See this figure. If you take a triangle ABC, according to the question, suppose D is a midpoint of AB and you need to prove E is a midpoint of AC. This is only, see, a line drawn through the midpoint of one side AB of a triangle parallel to another side, means D is parallel to BC, it bisects the third side, means you have to prove E is a midpoint of AC. So this one you got in class 9. Can you remember this? You got in chapter 7. Chapter 7 in class 9 you learned what? Triangle. In triangle you got midpoint theorem, and this is in what is midpoint theorem? If D and E are the midpoint, then D is parallel to BC and D is also half of BC. This is a midpoint theorem. And now what is converse of midpoint theorem? If D is a midpoint and D is parallel to BC, then E is also a midpoint of AC. This one you have got in class 9 as converse of midpoint theorem, and also you have proved. Now this converse of midpoint theorem, what you got in class 9, now this one again you have to prove by using BPT. See how I need to prove. Let ABC be a triangle. You have to write a little introduction for the figure. ABC be a triangle in which D is a midpoint of AB, midpoint of the side AB and DE parallel to BC. We need to prove that what? E is a midpoint of AC. Okay. We have AD is equal to DB. Why? Because this is a midpoint. Now using BPT, if you use BPT in the figure, you can see the figure once more. If you use BPT, since D is parallel to BC, then you will get what? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now AD is equal to DB, already it is given in the question. If AD is equal to DB, since D is a midpoint, then you can replace DB by again AD. Now AD cancel, AD 1 is AD, that means, so left hand side you are getting 1 and right hand side AE by EC. If you cross multiply, then you will get AE is equal to EC. A is equal to EC means what? E is the midpoint of AC. Okay? Okay, next question. Number 9. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB parallel to DC. The figure they have not given in the question, okay? ABCD is a trapezium in which AB parallel to DC and its diagonals intersect each other at the point O, so that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. So first of all, you have to draw a trapezium ABCD. What is trapezium? One of the pair of opposite sides are parallel. One of the pair of opposite sides are parallel means ABCD is a trapezium, and I am taking AB is parallel to CD. I am taking AB is parallel to CD, and not they have given in the question you have to take AB parallel to DC, so AB is parallel to, I am taking CD. Okay, now see, since AB is parallel to CD, now here you have to draw one more parallel line. See, in figure, draw EF parallel to what? AB. Already AB is parallel to DC, so I am taking again EF parallel to AB through O, and already you know AC and BD intersect at what? O. It is given in the question. Now in triangle ADC, see ADC, since EAB is parallel to AB, again AB is parallel to what? DC. It is given. So that means what? EF parallel to AB, AB parallel to DC. That means EF parallel to AB is also parallel to DC. If AB is parallel to DC, then EO is a part of this EF or not? So EO is also parallel to DC. So I have written here EO parallel to DC. So using, if this is EO is parallel to DC, you can use BPT. Using BPT, what you can write? EA by ED is equal to what? EA by ED is equal to what? Sorry, D by EA is equal to what? CO by OA. Clear? Again in triangle ADB, now you can take this triangle ADB. Since EF is parallel to AB, then EO is also parallel to AB. If EO is parallel to AB in triangle ADB, then you can write again D by EA is equal to what? DO by OB. So from, see here, see this line, okay? EF is parallel to also AB and also CD. Now in triangle ADB, EO parallel to AB, so you can write D by EA is equal to CO by OA. Now this is one number, first one, then this is two number. From 1 and 2, if you compare, means if you compare 1 and 2, then you will get CO by OA is equal to DO by OA. Since D by EA, relevant sides are equal, so these are equal. Now, but you have to prove that this one, AO by BO, CO by DO, still you are not getting this relation. So from 1 and 2 you are getting this one. Now cross multiply. OA into DO and OB into CO. After that, see what you need? AO by BO. So AO by what? BO. So see, now here OA you can write what? OA and AO is same. So AO. Now you need here what? BO. So transfer this BO this side, means this one is multiplied here, so you have to, if you transfer, then it will be divide. Similarly CO is here, DO is transferred, CO by DO. So you are getting at last AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Clear? Okay. So now homework. See your homeworks. Question number 6. Clear? Then question number 8 and question number 10. These 3 questions are your homework. In case any doubt, please get back to me in the evening. Okay, and I request all of you try to solve these questions and submit in the evening. Thank you. Have a nice day.